They
Nigeria, because
passed
I
in
saw the
front of that
videos.
place.
I saw these travelers who are like, pretty much like cross the road and all that, probably because of the kidnapping. So you're right. Go on, Baba.
Yes,
Hmm.
they were afraid. Number two, when they got to the spot where that man was shot and lying in a pool of blood, on the opposite side of the road, there was another convoy of Nigerian police and a VIP. We don't know who that VIP is.
Hmm.
It was when VDM's convoy broke through that barricade and passed along. That's when the opposite approaching guys had the courage to pass through.
Hmm.
What that tells me is
Hmm.
the Nigerian police officers, they are more responsible for protecting VIP than even themselves. They didn't have the courage to pass. So basically, the VIP had his own bodyguard, Nigerian police.
Mhm.
They had heard about a kidnapping incident going on some 100 meters, 500 meters ahead. So they waited.
Hmm.
While waiting, and they saw BDM's convoy approaching from the other side, they then sensed that it was safer for them to pass. So they quickly passed. When VDM saw the opposite guys coming, they were happy. They felt like, oh, this is rescue. They are coming to save us, only to see them pass by and escape with their VIP. So that is the typical picture of Nigeria. This is a country where you will get shot and police will leave you to die. Just like the video you played earlier, policeman slapped that guy for
It's
his
not even
keke napep.
policeman, no, Natauto. Agbero slapped keke driver, and everybody around the area just continue minding their business. Nobody rushed out to check the man that has been lying down there for more than 3 minutes, right? But one person finally made a video to
That,
tell all of us and show us that look at us here. Oh.
but while that guy was lying down on the ground, there was a traffic warden in a police uniform
That's right.
standing right next to him, and they just abandoned him on the ground. So that's Nigeria. It's not about, sometimes for a lot of people that hate Nigeria, it's not because we are just unpatriotic or we just,
So
we try to put on
can you
blame
then
the
say
government.
that if all of us want to be honest, we say that we are the reflection of the criminals ruining the place because they didn't come from outside; they come from within us. So they are the true.
Yes,
Somebody said that if all of us want to be kind of like honest, we can tell that a majority of Nigerians are not really good people. While others will say,
yes,
well, oh, it's from
100%.
experience, it's from experience. People don't want to get involved and become their problem. It is still the same thing. The society that lives like
Yes.
that. Damn. Hmm.
The Nigerian society has trained us to become evil,
Hmm.
to lose our humanity. A lot of Nigerian people have lost their, and I'm going to end this with one situation that I was once in myself in Abeokuta.
Hmm.
There was a car accident. A car hit a biker. The Okada rider had his son behind him. And I think I've said this story on the Temple of Truth before.
Right.
Right in front of me, the car hit the Okada. The son, a little boy, he flew in the air. I saw it happen live. The guy flew in the air, he landed on the ground. The father also flew in the air, landed on the ground. The father was unconscious. The son was still moving around. Everybody gathered around the accident. The vehicle that hit them ran away.
Hmm.
Do you believe that we were students? I was a student, university student.
Hmm.
Everybody was running away from picking up that unconscious Okada man. Nobody wanted to pick him up. And back then when we were students, we used to feel like we were invincible. I'm talking, this was like 2005.
Right.
So like 20 years ago. We used to be invincible. We used to be rocket. We used to roll with the Akberos in that area.
Naive and partly innocent too. The society was there to shape you to what you are still to become anyway.
Thank you. During that struggle, we ended up, me and a few of my friends, about 4 other guys, we blocked one taxi because we realized nobody was going to pick this guy up and he was bleeding on the ground. We stopped the taxi. We forced him to stop. We opened the back door and we put that man in the back seat and we told him, take him to FMC, take him to FMC. So I couldn't volunteer to follow them, to be honest. So I didn't follow them to the hospital, but someone else did. But that's the kind of society that Nigeria is. And this was from 20 years ago. Now in 2025, it's obviously worse because police are abandoning gunshot victims and minding their business. They find a gunshot victim. That guy was eventually saved because BDM, very dark man, forced his friends to pick him up and put him in their vehicle and they drove him to the hospital. If BDM did not pass at that particular point, that guy would have died. That is Nigeria for us. So
that we had people on their phones calling for his arrest. That he's doing too much. From God knows where they were. Comfort of everyone's home. They were there, you know, he's chasing clouds, he's this, he's that, and that stuff. And I'm like, it's a tough one. Like when they said that if you think you want to fight for Nigerians, you probably would need to fight Nigerians too. That's the only way. It's up to you.
Yeah.
So
finally, you know what BDM said?
Yeah.
BDM said, as I love this country rich. When those soldiers pass, I think things that they can't rescue me. I just see those soldiers pass with their VIP. They stab me in the back. And they just stab me for back. So when patriotic guys like BDM, now we're really talking you see, with people like me, I know a patriot. I'm not a patriot of Nigeria because Nigeria is out there to kill me. So I'm not a patriotic entity to another entity that is out there to kill me. I'm never going to be. No, I like myself more than that. So when guys like BDM that genuinely have that patriotism, and we are seeing it live slowly dwindle because of Nigeria.
You're going to see that light slowly fade away. And before you know it,
to
relocate to America, to relocate to this. And before you know it, those of us will become pretty much like sounding sweet. The African Wala, do you know that two of those who are today champion of let us break up this contraption and go our separate ways? Do you know the majority of them were actually pro-Nigeria a few years back? Like these were the people that you can't tell them Nigeria should break up. They will just be like, you are just stupid. Go and break it up. Go. Oh yeah. We break up. Our problem is leadership. we need to. Most of those people today have hit that point of realization and they are like, oh, more. This thing is not working. And this thing is not working. It's not because people don't want it to work, but it is never put together to work. Nigeria was put together never to work for you and me. You understand? So once you realize that, you will realize that every effort that they are pretending to be putting in place that they want to make it work. No. It is to manage it. That's why in Nigeria, they don't fix problems. They manage it. They say, we are managing poverty. We are managing insecurity. We are managing corruption. We are managing dilapidated, public sector. We are managing them. They'll say, but it's trying now. We are managing electricity. They are never to fix anything. The moment you realize that, you can't check yourself and say, oh, man, what am I? What do I even have left? Gone. If I leave, wait. In another 20 years, African Wala, me and you, our stubbornness, now brain go day. Physically, we can't match what we think anymore. Do you know that? And at the same time, to make it worse, we can't be this braining and sharp like we are right now. Because we are not as brainy as in our memory, right? As we were 20 years ago.
20 years ago.
Right now. And then what we're going to be in 20 years, we're going to get old, my man. Right? And then when you begin to look at it, you'll be like, oh, more. It is actually our lives that these guys are wasting away. People are not living. People are just existing, my brother. Existing.
I'm telling you.
That's not right.
Generation to generation.
It's unfortunate.
It is well, my brother. It's unfortunate. I just hope people realize where we're coming from. And thank you so much, Marco.
God bless
Thank you, my brother.
Appreciate you, man. You have a good one.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Now, here, Sowore Sowore outside that courtroom since they didn't lock him up.
When I read her statement, she should be a doctor. The way she wrote is like writing a prescription.
I see because they say what is this panic and this try to make a forgery. This will not get sense.
If you look at what they claim is forgery, it's the same thing exactly as the original.
They said that this one has panic.
But they say because they put watermark or panic, that amounts to
forgery. These guys,
the real charge that they are after, which is just make count one, is the one that they went and hid as count two. They are count two. Read that you, Sowore Moyele and Sowore brother, on and about 30th day of July 2025, within the jurisdiction of this Honorable Court, forged a police wireless message purported to be signed by the staff, principal staff officer of the Inspector General of Police, and thereby committing an offense punishable. Count 3. That you, Sowore, on and about 31st of July 2025, within the jurisdiction of this Honorable Court, did intentionally post a fake police signal and other inciting materials on your Facebook page with the intention to incite members of the force and the general public to embark on a mutiny against the federal government of Nigeria, and thereby committed an offense punishable under section 114 of the Penal Code. Offense number 1, that you, Omoyele Sowore and Sowore reporters, on and about 30th day of July 2023, within jurisdiction of this Honorable Court, this conspire between yourselves to commit a felony with forgery and thereby committed an offense punishable under section 1(2)(c) of Miscellaneous Offences Act, Cap M17, Law of the Federation of Nigeria. So this is where you see confusion. I'm not a lawyer, and we are not starting the defense yet. So these charges are 3 counts. The evidence provided has nothing to do with the charges. So when you look at the list of evidence, it says number 2, statement of nominal complainant Bukola Kuti. What is that statement? A statement has nothing to do with forgery. It has to do with the fact that an allegation was laid against her, that she got mysteries to me, that he would like to meet with me. On 2 occasions, they suggested that if I meet with the IG, there will be peace. And I outrightly rejected any form of formal or informal meeting with the IGP.
You don't meet with your oppressors.
So, and that angered the IGP, that who is Sowore to say he will not come and meet with him.
Who is the IGP?
I also want you to know that I did not reject a meeting with him because I feel that it's inconvenient. But the moment I meet with him, I would have legalized his position as a subsisting IGP of police.
Exactly.
I do not believe, and I've stated it publicly, and he has filed a charge against me before another judge in this court, that I called him an illegal IG.
It's an illegal IG.
They seized my passport based upon that. When we went before the judge 2 days ago, downstairs, to ask for my passport, he said there's no urgency in requesting for my passport. He's a vacation judge. But you can see another vacation judge. There are only 2 vacation judges in this court. They are not handling any other case but Sowore's cases. They gave short adjournments, but the judge downstairs says it's not urgent to give you your passport. But the one here says it is urgent to try you for an offense that does not even exist. I've read the charges. I don't need to tell you that they are the most foolish charges. Anybody who had designed those charges ought to be purged from the police. He should not be a lawyer. It's not worth the certificate that he got from the law school. But it doesn't matter. When you are dealing with kangaroo systems, charges will stick, whether they are written by mechanics or lawyers. That is how the systems are designed. I also want to inform people here with Sowore. This is the fourth time I've been charged by the same police force in the last 3 or 4 years. During Buhari's time, Buhari charged me for cyber crime. They had to come and withdraw it, and treason. Under this Egbetokun, this is the third charge. There's another one subsisting over calling him illegal IG. There's a subsisting charge. The FCT command filed on behalf of Neduboko that we haven't even reached arraignment, and it's been existing since 2022. And I'm sure, so that you know, that they are planning another charge, because they also came here yesterday to request to have my bank accounts given to the IGP. There is no reason to give my bank accounts to the IGP, but you know, there is a Yoruba saying that the flies are feasting on the wound of a madman. When the madman starts eating the flies, nobody should say he's mad. Thank you very much.
So that was a show right there with them. Shehu Baba, are you still there?
Mayegun Baba, 100%.
Baba, how you doing?
Yeah, I'm good, Mayegun Baba. And you?
Well, I do, you know, I do well often I leave me, I never come out. Right?
Baba, I will leave you for where we good now.
Well, maybe. I can't complain as well, though. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
So,
good,
here
good.
we are. You decided to chip in today, not just your
Yes,
comments and all of the fight inside that place.
Absolutely, Baba.
Thank you very much.
Actually, I called your welcome, Mayegun. Mayegun, do you know that there are so many things that is happening in Nigeria that we are not even hearing about? Maybe it's the one that social media carry that we hear.
That's right.
I heard of a story. I heard about the story of one guy. You understand me? This guy, you won't believe that, Mayegun, this guy wasted 18 good years of his life in the prison for something that he doesn't know anything about. 18 good years. It doesn't end there. When he even came out from prison, Mayegun, this guy doesn't know anything again. If you just ask him, questions, for instance, if you ask him what is his name? His name, if you ask him, what is your name? He will tell you his name. After then, he don't know anything again. He cannot tell you about anything again. It was the brother that narrated this story, Mayegun. I watched it on one guy's Instagram page. The guy is a Port Harcourt blogger.
Right.
What happened? He said, according to the brother, said that day that the junior brother was, as in the junior brother that this thing happened to, was outside. Before you know, they just came and arrested the guy.
Police.
You understand me? So police, when they arrested the guy, all of a sudden, then they didn't know that it was police that arrested him initially. All of a sudden, they didn't hear about this guy again. They started looking for the guy. They started looking for this guy. The father was, for years, they are looking for the guy. The father was even thinking, the father died because of this matter. He got IPP and he died. This guy has been in the prison, won't be locked court, won't share anything. He's just there.
Remand, awaiting trial.
He's just there for years. They've been looking for him, looking for this guy, they didn't see him, Mayegun, since 2007. 2007 to 2025, Mayegun, 18 good years, this guy was in the prison. So it was one guy, like a foundation, they went to the prison. So someone now told them about this guy's case. So they now have interest in the guy's case. So it was this foundation now that now solicited and, now, they solicited for this guy and they stand on his behalf.
Guys who goes to the prison of late, right? Who have been bringing out.
Exactly.
Not that young boy.
The guy is a very young guy. Yeah, he's a young boy. He's a young boy, yes.
Put it rightly. He's the man now, right? But he was a very young person when this happened. And he was in prison for 18 years.
18 years,
There was another boy too. There was another boy that's been in prison, I think, for like 10 years or something, right? That has been, oh my God. Like, if it's
this one that you're talking about is another case. It's another one. It's different for the one I'm talking about. It's different from the one I'm talking about.
That's what I'm saying too. Like there are so many of such stories, but I think I remember that particular organization. But continue, Baba. Horrible stories.
Mayegun, I now went to the
Never really
comment
get out
section.
there, oh.
Mayegun, you know one thing about the stories in Nigeria. If something happened there, if you want to get details, go to comment section. Comment section, and that is why you see, that is why you hear different things that happen.
Follow up and everything.
The details. Mayegun, do you know that on that comment section, people are saying that maybe that boy is innocent and they use him to replace somebody.
They do that too. I've shared my own story here before, Baba. Yeah, you wouldn't know anybody come Mayegun today. If what was to happen to me in Akwa Ibom, Eket, Uyo, Eket, in Akwa Ibom, what happened to me and somebody that told me there, right? If they had succeeded, I would possibly have been replaced with some criminal.
My God.
So, Baba, it does so.
Mayegun, I remember on this night you said now make me to remember something. During Ramadan period, I cannot, maybe 2013 or 14 or thereabouts. I'm in my house front. Then I was living at Elele. I'm in Port Harcourt. I was living in Port Harcourt then.
Right.
Three guys. They are just passing, you know. I thought that they are just ordinary people. It happens around 8 o'clock in the night. The three guys, before you know it, they just came to me. When they came to me, what happened? Mayegun, they brought out gun. They point one on my head and one on my heart.
What?
One gun on my head and the second one on my heart. And the third guy was just standing and watching. They put her in my pocket. They collected my BlackBerry. Right. My BlackBerry Z10 phone. And they collected my Nokia phone. One small Nokia phone then again. Mayegun, these guys escaped. You know what I did? I just went inside my house and changed my clothes immediately. I went to LL1 police station. When I got there, police people asked me what happened. I told them everything. They now gave me one of their books to write statements, which I did. After that, you know what those police people told me?
What?
They said I should give them money to go and buy fuel, to go and look for those boys.
I know.
I left the station.
You eventually say, Baba, the money you will spend, Baba, and the wahala you are going to also encounter will make you ignore the phone and say, you know what, I'll just cut my losses. Officer, don't worry.
I'm telling you, Mayegun Baba. Okay, the last one now. Let me tell you the last one. This one, I was traveling then from Lagos to Port Harcourt.
Right.
So our vehicle now, developed the fault. Our vehicle, developed the fault on the road.
Right.
So we all came down. So the driver was, and it happened in a police checkpoint too. In a police checkpoint, that was where it happened. So we now got down and we are trying to how are we going to fix this vehicle, you know? You know what happened? The police people, they started their vehicle.
Yeah, their patrol vehicle.
Police van. You know what they told us? They told us that we should not stay here for long. That we stay for long. Anything that happens to us, you're on your own.
Yeah.
My God, this police drove off.
Now so you're on your own.
They drove off. They left us in the middle of nowhere.
Officer, no go now. Officer, let me tell them they no go now. Give them this one 5,000. Make them stay here with us. They will start negotiating with you. You have to pay.
Everybody started running, including the driver, but even left his car there.
Man,
all
these things, right? Somehow, when we escape, we talk about them and we laugh until it happens again, or until
and again
falls that we don't get to come and tell the story to laugh. It's now to run a country.
Also, some people's relatives,
Okay. It's unfortunate. Right now, people need to know something again as well for the sake of this chat. Back in the days, when you live in the city and you travel home, they will have to pack food for you from the village, right? To take this with you as you are going back to the city. In the last decade, APC, Egbekebe, with their terrorism, they have made over 80% of Nigerians poorer, because these Nigerians live in the rural areas. Their communities have been taken over, their farms have been destroyed. A lot of things are going on all these places, and they've rendered people poorer. Now they've pushed them to the brink, Baba. Those of us who travels into those communities, we would be having a new set of terrorism to deal with, because people would want to